Jamie Dimon. Why should he get more on his cash reserves than we do, the average Joe and Jane? But so the solution there is what? Well, you just move your account from JP Morgan over to the Fed, and the Fed will pay you the exact same interest rate. But what does that do? Now, all of a sudden, you've got the CBDC. So sorry about that. They can pay you whatever interest rate they want. They can issue universal basic income. You have all these efficiencies of the transactions. They can also issue credit based on narrative, not based on merit. Because see, if there's only one balance sheet, the bank can't go bust, right? So the Federal Reserve, they cannot go bust. So if the lending is going through the Federal Reserve and those assets, those loans end up on their balance sheet, they don't care about them getting paid back. Where a normal bank, they have to take into consideration your credit score, obviously, because they have a P&L and they want to get paid back on that loan. But the Fed doesn't fall into that category. They cannot go bust. So and the way I always describe it is, in the future, when we go into this CBDC world, Dylan Mulvaney will get a loan with 0% interest, I assure you, regardless of what his credit score is. Where Rich Cooper, it'll be almost impossible for him to get a loan for anything under a 10% interest rate. You see where I'm going with that? Because although you, from a merit standpoint, a bank would far prefer to loan to you, but that's not the way the Fed's thinking. See, they're thinking in terms of politics, and whatever disadvantaged group, let's say, has political favor, they're the ones that are going to be getting the loans. It's not going to be the straight white guys. I can assure you of that, especially the straight white guys that drive cars that get 5 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, so they're definitely going to be weaponizing that agenda. So to your point of being able to opt out of it somehow with something like Bitcoin is definitely useful.